Hey guys, haven't talked to y'all in a while. A couple weeks ago, got fired from my job. Been looking for new jobs, and it's kind of hard, um, considering we ain't gonna get into like conspiracy theories, but I don't speak Spanish, and I'm overqualified for a lot of the jobs that I'm looking for. Even just the job for now, you know. Um, there's a job I'm waiting for to pop up, which I can do, but it's not been popping up for me to apply because I did apply for it, but I didn't include my resume because every time I include a resume, nobody even bothers because they're like, well, he's done all this stuff and he has all this experience, and he might be taking my job. Take my job. It's ridiculous. And I don't mind taking a Mick job. I really don't. I can do it. It's not a problem. It's not my first. Uh, it's not my first choice, but I can do it. So I've been looking for jobs where my skills and my experience could possibly help not only myself but the company. Yeah, and it's not going anywhere. And it's exactly the way it was when I moved here to Minnesota, where nobody would hire me. I I applied to so many fucking jobs, and I got three interviews. One was for Five Guys for a management position, and I actually had the interview with the GM, and he was like, "Well, I like you better than everybody who's ever come in here yet, but I still have to have um, an interview tomorrow." Of course, I understand. You've got interviews. You have to do it. I mean, you can't just tell the dude, "Go fuck yourself," right? I mean, I understand. I've hired and fired so many people. I understand how this works. Never heard anything back from them. Now, you might say, um, did you call them? Did you follow up? No, I shouldn't have to. Honestly, I shouldn't have to. So, the most recent thing was I had an interview at Home Depot because I know they pay well and their benefits are pretty nice. And, I mean, my nephew worked there, and he, I mean, anyways. And it's, what, 5 minutes away from me driving. If I were to walk, it'd be 45 minutes walking, maybe, if that, depending on weather. Um, Great interview. The woman I interviewed with, she was absolutely wonderful. They were super busy. And she's like, we're super short staffed. And if you don't get this position, which was flooring specialist, and she said, like, you don't have to be an expert in flooring, which also includes blinds and whatever. We'll train you, and that's fine. All you need to do is sell. Well, yeah, I can do that. I mean, I told her, and she asked, what kind of jobs have you had? I'm like, oh my God, let me list how many jobs, different kind of jobs I've had. Oh my God, there's so many, it's ridiculous. Um, at the end of the interview, she said, well, um, if you don't get this job, we can find something else for you, but I will call you. Normally, they just email you and say, we went with somebody else, but I will call you because I don't like to not call people. I was like, cool. Honestly, I really am like, I love that because I would do the same thing. Like, hey, look, I know you got an email saying, hey, you didn't get the job, but look, I have a different position for you. If you're willing to do it, we can work something out. That's basically what she told me. That was last Thursday. Now, of course, they said Friday we have another interview, and whatever. And so we have to make a determination. It's been way too long. And she did give me her card. And maybe part of the algorithm that they want is for me to call them and say, hey, what's going on with my interview, what's going on? I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. It's not like I'm working for or applying for a tech job or something super important. Fucking Home Depot. And I'm not saying that anybody who works for Home Depot is less than anybody else, but I'm like, you either call me or you don't. So then today, I was like, my options are super low at this point in time. So, Burger King. I was an assistant manager there. I can do the job regardless of the position. So I go to the Burger King website and they're like, well, it sent me to this weird place and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to put my information on this weird website. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable with it. So I go to Indeed. Indeed says, oh, yes, we're looking for an assistant manager at this specific location, which is literally a block away. I was like, cool. But then Indeed just wasn't working. So I kept hitting apply. Nothing's happening. Okay, cool. So I was like, fuck it. Just going to drive there. And of course, the way I am, I can't just go into a place and not order something. Even though I'm very low on funds, I have some in savings, just enough, to pay my bills. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll order something ahead of time. And then, of course, I, did it online because I actually make money on an app. It's called Atlas Earth. It's not a plug, but I mean, it takes a while for you to make money on it, but I've made $100 off of it at this point. Anyways, so I did that and I walked in and picked up my order and I was like, hey, are you guys hiring? And the guy said, well, I don't know. I said, well, can I talk to your manager? He's like, well, I am the assistant manager. He didn't say it like that because he's Latino and I'm not going to make fun of him. We'll put it that way. So I said, hey, I used to be an assistant manager at Burger King. I know all of the things. I know the food safety stuff. It's not a problem. And, I used to be a GM at a couple different restaurants. Oh, really? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Well, let me talk to my boss. Well, the boss never came out. He went back to the wherever. I don't even know if he actually talked to anybody. He said, well, come back next Wednesday, which is a week away. Come back next Wednesday. We're going to go to 24 hours. We may need help at that point. Which, I'm okay with. I mean, a job is a job. God damn, it's so fucking hard to find a job now. And everybody says, like, jobs are everywhere. Everywhere there's a job, Apparently, there are no jobs. I don't fucking get it. And, I'm used to just filling out a paper application and turning it in. When did that stop? Maybe 10 years ago, I guess. Just like, I'm here, I want to work. I can work. Give me a fucking job, man. Like, shit, I'll shave all of this if you need me to. I don't want to, but I will. Just to make some fucking money. It's stupid. I hate the way our country is now, where, you have help wanted signs everywhere, but nobody actually helps you. And nobody actually hires you. Anyways, have a good day.